the stunning and remote Highlands of Scotland, expectant mums face sometimes harsh challenges.
You struggle for signal out here then, don't you?
I'll try again.
I don't really fancy being on the other end of his horns.
With hospitals few and far between,
Hello!
the midwife's role here is key.
How big is he? Long back.
I'm thinking this will come on thick and fast.
No, it'll start mild.
They form close and special bonds with all their mums-to-be.
I absolutely have the best job in the world. I get quite emotional about it.
She's there by their side, all the way to delivery.
Not in your throat, down in your bum.
That's brilliant.
She needs to think on her feet
We're going. I'm coming with you.
and rise to some extraordinary challenges.
Unfortunately, we can't get a plane due to adverse weather conditions.
And sometimes has to hand over her expectant mum to hospital-based midwives when things take a serious turn. But for her, it's the best job in all the world.
Part of the job that's so lovely, getting a wee cuddle at the end of it.
She is the Highland midwife.
It's a privilege to be at such a special moment, even after 30 odd years.
It's late summer in the beautiful landscape of the north of Scotland. Views of moors and mountains catch the eye. But for midwife Brenda, looking after mums-to-be here can mean a long drive to a remote farmhouse. It can also lead to problems when the baby's due.
Steffi and her husband Tom are local crofters. They live in quite a remote location, up a single track. So there's always the issue of getting to hospital on time when you live away out in the countryside.
So it would be an hour and a half really down to the hospital. And we did think about home birth, but
If anything goes wrong, you'd never forgive yourself, would you?
yeah, at least in the hospital, you know, everything's there,
Yeah.
you're all set up. And
It's always good to know there's someone with a knife next door if you need it. It's always nice hearing the heartbeat.
You can hear this baby's got hiccups at the moment.
You can feel that, all right?
But then midwife Brenda checks the baby's position and finds a problem.
Anna, just have a little feel to see which way the baby's lying today then. Have a deep breath in for me and blow. I can actually feel baby's head up here today, lying in the breech presentation, so meaning the baby's coming bottom first. So head here, back here, bottom down the bottom, and legs over here. We really prefer that babies come head first because we know that it's much safer to have a baby come head first than bottom first. So if at the next appointment the baby hasn't turned round, we'll arrange a scan for you just to double check the presentation, and you would be brought into the hospital. They would then look at trying to just manually rotate the baby round into the right position. Okay, so we'll see you back in a couple of weeks then, and we'll see what position the baby's in then and take matters from there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Is there anything you want to ask me?
I don't think so.
Okay, bye.
Babies who come breech first tend to have worse outcomes than babies who come head first. They're more susceptible to lack of oxygen or problems during the birth. So we have to be very careful that we put a plan in place to make sure that mum and baby are both as safe as possible.
The silvery light of the North Sea is just one of the attractions drawing people to the northeast coast of Scotland. In the fishing port of Peterhead, a small team of midwives helps pregnant women deliver locally at all hours of day and night.
Afternoon.
Hiya.
How are we all?
We're good. I was called out, Sheena. 3 o'clock and cycled to work. Lovely night.
Did you think it was Call the Midwife, do you?
Well,
Sheena has been a midwife for over 20 years And today she's on her way to visit mum-to-be Sandra, who she's helping to cope with a real scare.
In her early pregnancy, she had a test which showed a high risk for Down syndrome. So she had a further test called a CVS, where they take a small part of the placenta to test the chromosomes of this baby. Hello. As midwives, sometimes we have to clarify some things that have been discussed and really just support her as much as we can. So, Sandra, I know you had a test for Down syndrome. How was that, and can you describe what they did?
It was a bit traumatic for both of us. I think if Phil wasn't there, I don't think I would have went through with having the test done. They put a needle in through my belly into the placenta. Well, they had to scan so you could see baby on the screen and you could see them where they inserted the needle. And then after that, I actually had quite a lot of cramp, which was a massive worry because there was a risk of miscarriage.
I think because I've got a son with Down syndrome already, I just kind of thought it was inevitable that it was going to come back, that he would have something like that.
How are you feeling about that now?
I'd actually come home from work and Phil had told me that they had phoned and said that the news had come back that everything was fine. However, then we got told that we would need to have follow-up cardiac scans for him, which was a bit of a shock because I didn't expect that. And they've told us there could be something still underlying. It's always there in the back of your mind, you know, that...
Brought it forward in.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about these things too, though. It's okay.
I do worry.
Of course, it's natural. It's natural for you to worry about it. There are a few things that she's just a little concerned about. I think at the back of her mind she's thinking there might still be something that will appear or they'll find out once the baby's actually born.
Back in the far north of Scotland, midwife Brenda is making the long trip to see mum-to-be Steffi in her remote croft. On her last visit, Steffi's baby was lying bottom first, a risky position for labour.
Babies who come breech first tend to have worse outcomes than babies who come head first. So we really want to make sure that the baby is coming head down today.
Steffi has been doing her bit to coax baby into the right position.
In theory, if you put the ice pick up here, where his head should be, and leave it on for about 15 minutes. It's not pleasant for me, and it's definitely not pleasant for baby. I mean, he should move towards the warmth of the hot water bottle. When you're in the situation that you've got a breech baby, you leave nothing untried.
Hi, Steffi, how are you?
Good, how are you? In you come.
Good, thank you. So I'll get you to lie down and we'll have a wee feel of your tummy.
Yes.
Might get my knees cracking on camera. So where are you feeling the kicks most then, Steffi?
I think today he had his body on the left and kicking to the right.
Okay. And I'm just going to feel down the bottom. Here's a wee bit uncomfortable sometimes, just late on in pregnancy. So big breath in and blow. And that feels like head there.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Perfect.
Good. So heading down in the right direction today then.
Can you tell, is he quite far down?
He's just starting to engage, so that's good.
I just did everything
all the
in
positions
book.
started him round. Well, it's obviously done the trick, so that's great.
With the baby's position looking better, Brenda wants to warn Steffi about getting to the hospital on time. It's an hour and a half away.
Say you didn't get much warning last time. Baby was just 18 minutes. So that's really very quick for a first baby. You might find that you're further on this time before you even realise, because often with a second baby, things just happen more easily. The body's done it all before. So we would expect you to phone the labour ward when you're having surges about 1 every 10 minutes. You know, don't stay at home too long. If you feel that things are changing, you know, and things are moving on fairly quickly, just make your way down. So obviously Steffi lives in a remote location. We don't want to put Tom in a position where he has to cope with things on his own. He may be a crofter, but we don't want him to have to deliver his own baby.
If suddenly things start to happen and it's obvious we're not going to get to the hospital, I think we'd be fine.
I think we'd manage, to be honest.
I suppose I've calved a lot of cows and lambed a lot of sheep.
Back in Aberdeenshire, midwife Sheena is on her way to see her mum-to-be Sandra again. On her last visit, Sheena tried to calm Sandra's fears that there might be a problem with her baby. Now Sandra's worried about the birth itself.
Her last labour, she was very, very quick, and she actually delivered in the ambulance halfway to the hospital. So she is a little bit concerned that that might happen again.
I remember when I got into the ambulance, and as soon as I lay flat on the ambulance bed, I needed to push. And then lo and behold, here was this little girl, 20 minutes later, at black dog in the dual carriageway in the ambulance, in my arms.
People ask me, oh, where were you born? Like, I just say, the dual carriageway. It sounds really weird.
And when they opened the doors, these midwives met me at the door and kind of went, we thought this might have happened. When you've had such a quick labour, you know, delivering within 20 minutes and not feeling contractions, I'm scared that I won't know again.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
It's a bit wet today.
Just a wee bit.
I'll get you to come and lie down this side, Sandra. We'll have a listen then, will we?
Ugh.
Let's see if we can...
I'm going tighter there by the minute.
I can feel that, yeah. Your uterus just seems a bit sensitive to any kind of movement or touch.
He is more inclined. There he goes. So we're having a wee bit of movement now.
I think you will know when you're really in labour. I say that to most women, and I know that you didn't find that the last time.
Yeah.
But you will have contractions of some sort, and you will maybe have some backache.
I just didn't know if it was real labour.
I think if you're having contractions and you're really not sure, go and get it checked out. Everybody feels pain differently. When you're having good, strong contractions, you will know.
So I didn't really feel my labour pains until I was in active labour.
If you think that labour is happening really quickly, dial 999, phone an ambulance. That's going to be your best thing, your best course of action. Okay, Sandra, I will see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday.
If the baby's not here.
I'd like to feel reassured about knowing that when I'm going to be in labour, but personally, I don't think I'm going to know.
So if she's having regular tightness or contractions, if she phones in good time, she should be able to make it to the hospital in time.
In the far northeast, Steffi is now past her due date and has come from her remote croft to the health centre in Golspie. To help her today, midwife Brenda is going to use a procedure called a sweep.
The sweeps are designed to bring things on. They don't always work straight away. Really, we're trying to do what Mother Nature would normally do in a few days. If the body's not ready to go, then, you know, the sweeps probably won't work. I'll be as gentle as I can. I'll just go really slowly, okay? All right then, so just feel me touching, okay? Okay.
You can sort of feel that it's doing something, can't you?
Excellent, well done.
Yeah.
Right, pop the legs down. The cervix is nice and soft, and I could feel the four waters in front of the baby's head.
Yeah.
So I've given you a good sweep, so hopefully that'll do the trick and get things going in the next few days.
But later that night, Steffi realises she's in labour. Husband Tom now faces a 25-mile drive from their croft on single-track roads.
Since the sweep, things have picked up really quickly, and this is a few hours later, and it's every 3 minutes. I hope we're going to make it down the road. I think so, though. They said at the hospital, if things are picking up and if I feel like I'm not going to make it, pull over and phone 999.
Halfway there,
oh, hang on a second.
The contractions are coming thick and fast. Husband Tom decides to pull over.
I mean, I think we're not going to be... Ambulance. Yeah, my wife's in labour and we're on our way to Regmore, but I think we've been caught short.
Back in Peterhead, midwife Sheena has asked Mum-to-be Sandra to come to the midwife unit. Sandra's concerned her baby isn't moving.
She's definitely been a lot quieter today than normal.
Yeah, you're saying that he's been very quiet today.
Yep.
So we've done the tracing of the baby's heartbeat.
Yep.
And it's a bit sleepy to begin with, but it's looking a bit better here. You're now past your date by 2 days.
Yeah.
We have to send you through to Aberdeen to have a chat with the consultant to get them to have a look at this to check it looks okay.
Yeah.
And to discuss with you whether you want to be induced. But obviously, if baby's not moving so much, it's maybe time for baby to be born. So Sandra will go through to the antenatal ward. She will be reviewed by the obstetrician and they will decide between them if she should be induced or not. I would expect she probably will be.
Sandra and her partner Phil now have a worrying journey to Aberdeen Maternity Hospital ahead of them.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Once at the hospital, midwife Sheena is proved correct. The decision is taken to induce Sandra into labour.
Oh, oh yeah. It's okay.
Needs a bit more encouragement.
Yeah.
In there.
Perfect, yeah, okay. My cervix has stayed the same since yesterday afternoon. Oh well. I think this boy's just too comfy.
It's late autumn in the beautiful but remote countryside that lies near the Cairngorm Mountains. For midwife Val, looking after mums-to-be here for the past 27 years, it means lots of driving.
I've got a great job and I love all aspects of it. I love looking after the women and their babies and I love driving around the countryside, and that's probably one of the reasons why I won't retire.
Today, Val's driving to a remote farm where mum-to-be Katie, husband Jimmy, and sons Lachlan and Brodie all farm together.
Val, the midwife, thinks that the bum's about here somewhere.
So he's upside down?
Yeah.
Val's conscious a remote location can be a challenge when the baby's due.
We're lucky that it's an October baby because in the winter months I would think there would be a strong possibility of not being able to get into here.
But this is where Katie's set her heart on having this baby.
It's really nice to have Val as my midwife, and it's nice to have had her right from the start. I haven't seen one other person apart from scans, but I don't even know another midwife really around here. It's just Val, that's all I know.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You found it then?
Yeah, I did. I found it eventually. Oh wow, look at the view. Great place for a home birth.
Yes, the last one was just here somewhere.
Was it in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good then.
Yeah.
So you're planning on the
Yeah.
pool. Even if you just use the pool
for the pain relief.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's fine. If you want to get out of the pool, you know, the baby can be born on the dry land, so to speak. But if you find that it's really going well and you're enjoying it, then you could stay in and the baby could be born in the water.
But then midwife Val wants to follow up on a problem that could interfere with Katie's plan for a home birth.
So we'll just check your bloods today and just check that the iron levels are coming up, that they're not dropping. You want to have as much iron, you know, in reserve as possible, because obviously when you have a baby, you lose a little bit of blood, so you want to have as much iron in reserve as possible.
Okay.
Right, I just feel a little prick coming now. The iron levels are just a little bit low. Nearly there. Just press really, really hard there so it doesn't bruise. It'll go tomorrow and then the results will probably be ready about Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not common for women to be anemic during pregnancy, but it is a risk factor. We did pick up that it was low. We did start her on the iron tablets. She is aware of taking a healthy diet, so I'm hoping that we're going to nip it in the blood. I just want this blood test to come back in a reasonable level.
In the far north of Scotland, mum-to-be Steffi and her husband Tom are at the side of a busy road.
Ambulance.
They've decided the baby's coming too fast. They won't make it to the hospital in time.
2 minutes apart.
How long are they going to be now?
They don't have access to that.
Push my finger.
Hello, sorry. Yeah, no changes, no. Yeah, I see some blue lights coming now.
Are you okay to walk? Are you having a contraction just now?
No.
No. We really need to get going, okay?
It's now a race to Raigmore Hospital in Inverness to avoid the baby being born in the ambulance. Husband Tom's been following behind. By the time he reaches the birthing room, Steffi's labour is progressing fast.
Well done, Steffi, well done.
Now the hospital midwives take over.
You're doing really, really well. So I'm expecting to see baby's head or a bit of membranes very soon, okay? I think I can feel your baby's head just sitting there. Well done. Not long now, okay, Steffi? Not long.
Steffi's labour is now progressing fast.
Are you feeling your perineum stretching?
His head coming down.
Can you? Perfect. I think I can feel your baby's head just sitting there. Well done. Not long now, okay, Steffi? Not long.
In the birthing pool, Steffi wants to give birth with no pain relief at all, not even gas and air. Just using the breathing techniques her midwife Brenda has taught her.
Well done, Steffi. That's your baby's head out, okay? Just wait for your next contraction. So, he's coming. His shoulders are out. Okay. He's halfway out. Another wee push. His shoulders and his head's out, but his bum's not out. You're gonna give it a wee push. There you go. Well done. Congratulations. It's definitely a boy. Well done. Congratulations. My pleasure. You did all the hard work. Well done. I'm just going to feel this baby's cord.
In between, I thought I might have him on the A9.
I know, but you managed to get here. Well done.
Yeah, the pool. Giving birth, there's nothing like it. You can't describe it. You know, growing a human being, giving birth to them. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not painful at times, but it is beyond anything you can ever do. It's the coolest thing you do in your life.
Back in Aberdeen, Sandra's now been in the maternity hospital for 36 hours. The midwives know she's in full labour, but that her progress is still slow.
You've still got another wee while to go, okay? So try and get some rest. All right, darling. Oh, Hartley, good luck, all right? We'll see you soon.
Midwife Nikki suspects Sandra has a long way to go.
Sandra has now been in labour since 1:20 in the morning, and unfortunately she's still not made any progress. We're still sitting at 4 centimetres, so the plan would be to give her another 4 hours and hope that she makes progress in that 4 hours, or if we don't make progress in that 4 hours, do we call it a day and go for a caesarean section. If we're not fully, then there's no other way for her baby to say hello to us other than coming out via caesarean section.
Okay.
So on past? Yes, you do really well.
When the day shift takes over, there's still no sign of Sandra's baby.
Let it build up, build it, build up. And when you really feel like pushing, it's a good strong push, okay?
Brilliant.
Because she's been in labour so long, for safety, midwife Jenny has called in a doctor.
Good news is that you're fully dilated.
Excellent.
You're doing really well, and with that push, baby's head came down beautifully, and baby's in the right position. But just because it may take a little bit longer for baby to actually be delivered, and because we're a little bit concerned with baby's side, that one coming? Right, same again. Give a big push down.
After such a long labour, the doctor is getting concerned that the baby might be in distress.
Just gently examining you, okay? Yeah. If the baby is becoming tired, then we might need to give you a hand just to speed things up a little bit. It's a nice strong push into your bum. Good. I think we need to speed up the delivery, okay? And I think that we could probably do that with a forceps delivery, because baby's coming down nicely, it's in the right position. And all I'll do is help with the forceps, guide baby's head in the right direction.
Midwife Val has driven over an hour to this remote farm on the edge of the Cairngorms. It's where her mum-to-be Katie wants her home birth.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Due date today.
So that's a good sign. The pool's inflated. That means
it might make something happen if
Yeah.
I start to prepare.
So you're 40 weeks today, is that right?
Yeah.
Katie is ready for her home birth, but her body isn't yet. So midwife Val has a suggestion.
We'll have to decide whether you want to have a membrane sweep.
Yeah.
The idea of the membrane sweep is trying to get a release of the hormones that will send you into labour naturally. I do a vaginal examination, and then if I can locate the neck of the womb, otherwise known as the cervix, I put a finger in, and that's where the word sweep comes from. I sweep round like that. And the idea is that I stretch that neck of the womb a little bit, and then hopefully following that sweep over the next 48 hours, there'll be a release of the natural hormones which will help you go into labour.
Okay.
If I can find the neck of the womb, then you'll just feel that funny sensation of me sweeping round.
Remember with Brodie, I think the midwife that did speak for that said that my cervix was really far back.
Right, well, if it is, I'll get you to put your hands under your bottom. Okay. So you're just going to gently feel my fingers, okay? Yeah. That's good. Okay, so I've found the neck of the wound now. And I'm just sweeping round now. I just need this baby's head to come down a little bit more and start pressing on this cervix, but I'm really doing a good sweep now. That was quite successful.
Val's looked after Katie right through her pregnancy, and she knows Katie wants her to be with her for the birth. But with still no signs of labour starting, Val has to tell Katie there's now a problem.
I think you'll be fine, Katie, but I'm not convinced that I'm going to actually be here for it.
Okay.
On Friday. It's my husband's birthday and we're off to Spain. I am going to be sorry if I miss it, because I've looked after you all through your pregnancy and I'm sure that it's going to be a lovely birth. But you will be fine, yeah. But if you can, you know, if you can get things going over the next couple of days.
I can feel pain, so...
Oh, well, who knows? Maybe my magic fingers will work, hey? It's unfortunate, but I will be thinking of Katie as I'm drinking my red wine in Spain.
Just unfortunate that it's landed at the same time that I might go into labour, but just have to wait and see when it's going to happen.
Mum-to-be Sandra has been in Aberdeen maternity unit for over 40 hours. Her doctor now wants to use forceps to help deliver her baby.
That's it. Really good. Brilliant. You're almost there.
Just gonna gently empty your bladder.
But Sandra still wants very much to give birth herself.
Those baby's heads come down so nicely instead of using the forceps.
Same again, Camilla. Come on, push. You can do this. You're so close. And again, another one like that.
Another one like that. Come on.
You're almost there.
That's it.
Brilliant.
Then after all those hours, Sandra gives one last burst of huge effort.
There we go. Congratulations.
Come on, baby darling. Where's mommy boy? Come on. Come on.
Come on then, that's it.
Come on, baby darling.
This is a good proper cry.
Big scream. Come on. Come on.
Oh, you did it.
It's okay, well
You
done.
did it.
Oh, it's okay. Mommy boy.
I'm gonna leave you and your little boy to it, okay? But well done. You did amazing. You're happy, aren't you? Enjoy your little family.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. He's tiny.
He is tiny. He's nothing like as big as I thought he would maybe be.
In a remote part of Aberdeenshire, midwife Val thought she was going to be away, and so miss helping Mum-to-be Katie give birth. But Katie is 2 weeks late and has just gone into labour.
I was delighted when I woke up and had painful contractions and have been waiting for this moment for the last 2 weeks.
Katie has been desperate for her midwife to be here. Now, thanks to the delay, she is.
I don't know if she was shocked, surprised, maybe. I think she's happy that the great day has finally come, yeah.
When I saw you arrive this morning, I thought maybe it was all meant to be like this. Baby was just waiting for you.
Sometimes these things do happen, I think, if you just, you know, relax a wee bit.
While Val's colleague Fiona is at the computer, Val's first job is to monitor the baby's heartbeat.
The baby's heartbeat's in a good place now. Okay. Happy baby.
But as Katie's contractions get stronger, Val keeps a close eye on how she's coping with the pain.
But they're definitely having to breathe through them now, so you're doing really well. See how you go, and then you can think about whether if you need to use anything.
Okay.
For later on, I've got the gas and air ready if you need that.
All that Val's allowed to offer for pain relief at a home water birth is gas and air. If anything stronger is needed, Katie will have to go to hospital.
Take a few breaths and see how it goes. That's a girl, you're doing well. And again. Did it help?
Yeah.
Good, good.
As Katie goes further into labour and the pain increases, Val has to help her manage it.
So we're at the point of no return now. This is where you think to yourself, oh my God, I can't do this, but you can do it. This is the hard part, but I think probably with the next contraction or so, we're going to see this baby's head. And you're doing brilliantly, okay? Have this baby in your arms soon. Good girl, not much longer now, you're doing well. Okay, Katie, you're doing really well. You're in control here. That's the baby's head stretching you. Wait for the next contraction and then give me another push. Nice and calm, Katie. Right, I can see the baby's head now. Not much longer. Keep it going. You're doing well. Now look down and you'll start to see your baby, Katie. There we go, Katie. Up you come. Right, hang on. Just a minute. Wait a minute, because the cord's around the neck, Katie. That's it. Hang on. That's it. Right, is that 2 o'clock? Oh, Katie, well done. Here you go, Dad. Well done. Well done, Mrs. Well, what have we got?
boy.
Oh, we've got a beautiful baby boy. Oh, he's lovely. There you go, Dad. I always cry. I can't stop it. Every time I always cry. It's good to hear a crying baby, isn't it? It was a lovely, lovely home birth. And Katie was just amazing. She was in control the whole time. And he's a good size, the biggest one of her 3. I was so lucky to be here, and he's a beautiful baby boy. Absolutely wonderful.
In the far north of Scotland, Mum Steffi's birth very nearly didn't go to plan. Caught out at the roadside calling for an ambulance and far from her midwife, Brenda.
This is the first time I've seen her since the baby was born, so I'm very excited to meet the newborn baby.
Hi, Steffi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello there.
This is Severin.
Oh my word, look at you. What a lovely name. And we always knew he'd be a good size.
Yes, 9.5 pounds he was.
Oh, he's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, he's a bunch.
So tell me all about the birth then. How did it go?
When I started having surgeries, I was so deeply relaxed. I was up in my bed doing my hypnobirthing when I phoned up, so maybe a bit late.
Just a little. You remained calm and relaxed then.
I think so. I took a big deep breath before
I didn't need any painkiller.
Oh, you're just amazing.
Having a 9.5-pound baby with no pain relief whatsoever, not even gas and air, you know, it's just brilliant.
Brenda's been fantastic. I couldn't have wished for a better midwife. She's just brilliant. You feel you're in safe hands with her. I did get the birth I was wanting, so I'm quite pleased, but I think we'll be leaving even a bit earlier next time.
I agree.
In Aberdeenshire, it's a week since Farmer Katie got her dream birth at her remote home with her midwife Val by her side. This is Val's first check on how Mum and baby Angus are doing.
Hello. Look at you. You're just a beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful, aren't you? Look at him. Are you going to open your mouth and put your tongue out? Oh, there you go.
That's good. He's just beautiful. He's such a healthy looking thing, isn't he? And he's listening to every word that we say. Okay, oh my goodness, look at that. That's amazing. 4,210 grams. There you are. Oh, beautiful. Don't cry, baby Angus. He's put on 300 grams. He'll be as big as you soon. He will. He'll be as big as you. It's just great looking after a lady through the pregnancy and then actually being there for the birth.
It's nice for me because I felt like you knew me as a person when I'm not in labour, so you know, character-wise, you sort of would know if I was off colour or whatever.
Yeah. Okay then. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Take care.
Yes, I will.
It's lovely.
Thank you for everything.
Take care.
Thanks for coming up on the day. And
you've got a lovely family.
Thank you for
See
everything.
you later. Bye.
Bye.
It was a great experience. We had a great journey and a good outcome. 3 boys on the farm, it's just great.
In another part of Aberdeenshire, midwife Sheena wants to meet baby Alexander and find out how mum Sandra coped with her long and stressful labour.
It was definitely a bit of an ordeal for her. Being induced does take a bit longer, often is a lot more painful. And I think that baby was a bit unhappy with the labour as well. I wondered how you felt the labour went.
It was a bit horrific. When the doctors piled in, it was just a sea of green and dark blue, and I couldn't make out faces really. I remember them saying, you know, we need to get the baby out now. And I heard the word forceps. Then all of a sudden, I seemed to be pushing again, and I don't know, he was coming, and he came out, and just perfect. Really is. That moment when I had him in my arms, I was like, so emotional. Just,
Magic moment.
Oh, magic. Absolutely. Yeah.
And they're little miracles.
Oh, yes. He is amazing.
Has he been good?
He has. He's been really good. Hungry wee boy, though. He's just so tiny. His hair's gone really fair. Like in the light, you can see it. It's like
He looks like his dad, though.
Sheena has been wonderful. She's got quite a calming effect as well for a midwife, which you can expect, but she's also got that upbeat, positive kind of attitude, so it's been reassuring having her.
It's always really nice seeing them through some tricky times and coming out the other side and with a lovely, healthy baby is a very rewarding part of the job.
Next time, midwife Hayley has to deal with a mum's scare.
Baby wasn't moving as much, which always gives us a wee bit of a fright, you know, as that could be one of the first signs that something's maybe not right.
Midwife Pam helps a mum whose last baby was premature.
It is always a risk factor for the next pregnancy. It is possible that they could have another premature baby.
And midwife Sheena helps a mum who lost her last baby.
We're not at that stage. We've still got plenty of time to wait for the baby yet, okay?